Hello everyone, very good morning and good evening. Parminder here. I hope you guys are able to hear me and you can also see our screen. Can anyone please confirm?
Hi, sir. You're hearing your voice.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So first of all, welcome everyone to for joining this SAP ABAP training program. So this is a demo session for our SAP ABAP training program, which probably we are starting from next week. So this program is under one another training under the Sastrageek Solutions belt, where basically we are dedicatedly providing trainings in the SAP area. So right now we having a sales, materials management, simple logistics, transport management. Multiple trainings are keep on going, and we are going to start another training, which is SAP ABAP from the next week. So in today's session, we'll quickly go through a quick topic of SAP ABAP training, and our speaker and trainer would be Mr. Raj Singh, who has already joined it. He would be the speaker, and he would be the trainer for this ABAP trainings. So before we proceed ahead, before I hand it over to Rajesh, just quick notes. Guys, please be on mute. Okay, there are a lot of background noise right now. Also, it is coming. So there are a lot of background noise which comes, which can disturb others. So if you are not speaking, we uh, we recommend you to please be on mute. Whenever you want to speak, you can unmute yourself and speak, ask your question. So we'll be holding in between for some time to go ahead and check with you if you're having any questions and queries. Okay, then you can unmute yourself and ask your question. So we have given this our WhatsApp number in during the course. If you have any problem, any issues you have, you can also send a WhatsApp message to this, or after this session, if you have some questions, you can send a WhatsApp message to this, or you can also send us email on support@sastrageek.com. Okay, both are available. So we are not going to spend much of the time that what is this training about or who can take this training, what is the curriculum. Definitely we'll be spending some time about that, and that would be the at end of the session where Raj would be spending some time on that. So we have already given this link when you have registered. If you have not received, I will quickly send this link to the chat window also. So in this, from this place, you would be able to come to know everything about that. What is a BAP in this training? What are the things we are covering? How many hours of sessions would be there? How sessions would be scheduled? Who can take this training? Basically, anyone who has a basic computer knowledge, a graduate or undergoing graduate can take this training. So what are the topics would be covered? What would be the course content? What you would be able to do after this course? Everything has been covered here. So this is basically our SAP. Uh, this is basically our SAP ABAP basis training. Okay. So in this SAP ABAP basis training, basic training, we would be covering the basic stuff of SAP ABAP, and then we also be scheduling a one more batch once this training finish. That is for the advanced ABAP, and we'll be covering ABAP on HANA in the next batch training, next scheduled training. Guys who are not speaking, can you please go on mute? Viji, can you please be on mute? There are a lot of background noises from your side. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Okay, so now I will not take much of your time. I will quickly hand over to Raj Singh, who's a trainer and who's a speaker for today. So Raj is having more than 10 years of experience, guys, and I have also worked with him in multiple projects. We have an engagement. So when it comes to ABAP, he's the best guy. I know that who is having a deep knowledge on ABAP, and he's also having a huge amount of training experience. He's doing a training internally in the corporate world, and he has also done the personal training batches. So he would be going ahead taking this session ahead. I'm handing it over to Raj. Raj, over to you.
So, hi all, myself Raj, and I have been into SAP ABAP trainings for the past 10 years, into corporate trainings, and I've also handled many projects from ABAP perspective. So, let me share my screen and give you an um, a walkthrough over what we are gonna have in this session, what we gonna learn. So just anyone can confirm whether my screen is visible or not.
Yeah, Raj, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. So I think these rules, you just go through them. You'll have to be on mute, and as mentioned by Parminder. So these 2-3 slides. So what is this training is all about? This is a training for to be a technical consultant, and this can be joined by anybody who has a better sound knowledge of computer, as mentioned by Parminder. And we will have a whole ABAP package in this training, and we will be providing you the study materials. We will be guiding you for certification also, and we would also be giving you access to the system for 2 months. Okay. And so you might be aware what's SAP. You might have gone through. I'll just uh, tell you about what's the SAP, what is the background of it. That is, it was started by IBM employees. So this is the basic history. We should know what we are going to learn, a little bit of history about it. And the one basic thing is this SAP is being used by almost all industries and 61% of market share. So this is a basic thing about SAP. Okay. And so I'll come back to this slide. Let me go to this ABAP side, which you have to learn. So ABAP stands for Advanced Business Application Programming. It's a 4th generation language. Okay. It's being used for SAP. And ABAP program runs at the application server level. So now I'll go back to the previous slide. What is the application server? Normally in the client server architecture, we have 3 layers. One is the database, second is application, and the third is a presentation, which you will see as a GUI, graphical user interface. That's a presentation. And where we do the coding is done in the application layer. All the compilations are done in the application layer. So at the second tier, you're gonna code, you're gonna execute, you're gonna run your programs, you're gonna debug your programs. So ABAP runtime system, whenever it has to connect with a database, whenever it has to interact with the database interface, it does with an OpenSQL, right? OpenSQL is like a where the database understands the native SQL, but you write in the program in an OpenSQL, and this OpenSQL interacts with the database through the native SQL. So we will be talking about this SQL a lot in this training. Okay, and now on what are all the database ABAP code can run? It can run on all of the database which are present in the market right now. Okay, so it work on a wide variety of databases, and the same program can be run on different databases. So you need not to do anything if your database changes in your organization or in your system. Okay, so what is the environment we're going to get? You'll be getting this kind of screen. You'll be seeing this blue screen a lot of times. This is mainly a logon screen. So I'll stop this PPT here, and I will take you to the system where you can see this, right? Okay, let me take you to the system. Here is the system. I'll be just let me log off from this side. Okay, so this is the kind of logon screen we'll be getting whenever you have to start SAP. This is the logon screen. You'll be configuring all your systems in this logon pad. This is called as a logon pad. So you need to double click on it and you'll get this blue screen. So this is the logon screen you will be getting. Here you need to provide your login details, which you'll be getting when you'll be getting the access for the system. So after login, you'll be having this easy access screen. This is called as easy access screen. Okay, so I'll switch back to the PPT. There it is. Now, what you will have to start, where you have to reach to start your coding part. So this is the screen where you'll be coding all your stuff in ABAP. So from the easy access screen, you'll have this. This is a command field, right? These are the menu bar. These are your application toolbar. This is an option where you have various multiple options how to customize your easy access. Now this command field is very important field. This is a field where you have to type your transaction code. Now what is this transaction code? The transaction codes are key to that particular screen where you want to code or where you want to reach. So this is a key, and this key is SE38. There are multiple transaction codes in a particular module of an SAP. If you take an SAP ABAP, there are multiple transactions, and you need to memorize it, or you will memorize it once you keep on using it. So there are set number of transaction codes, and there are more than 200, 300 transaction codes you will have in SAP. But do you have to remember them all? No, it's not necessary. You'll have to remember only those which you require, right? So once you put this key in this command field as a C38 or this transaction code, you'll be having this screen, this small screen. Let me take you to the system and show you there. So this is the system. Here I'm putting the transaction code SE38, and it will take me to this screen, right? Now, before going to course and curriculum things, what are the courses, what are the topics we'll be covering in this training, let me give you a small hands-on the system, what you gonna have, how you will do it, and a little bit of system experience I want to give you before jumping onto the course. So I'll be taking you to the system, giving a small hands-on, but before that you need to just look at these steps. This step will be your is like a baby steps into the coding world of ABAP. So first of all, we'll have SE38 as you've seen in previous slides and in the system. Once you get into the SE38 screen, you have to type the name of the program. Like suppose I'm just taking an example of Z Hello. Why Z Hello? Why it is starting with Z? So the preceding Z is very important for the name. Z ensures that your report resides in the customer namespace. So SAP has categorized the name of the program, name of the ABAP programs, as only programs starting with Y and Z are under the customer namespace. Means that can be created, customized, that can be created by you. But if the program is starting from A to X, then that means it is a standard program and you cannot edit that. SAP do not allow to edit the SAP standard programs. You can only create, change, modify your Y and Z programs, right? Okay, so once you give it the name of the program, then you have to provide the description of it, and the name of the program is not case sensitive. You give in small letters or in, so these are the little bit things which you need to remember, and we'll be covering these small topics in our training, and I'll be ensuring that you follow these and follow these steps. Okay, so step number 4 would be, once you create, then there is a program attributes. Program attributes is like what this program is about, like the description of it, what kind of program is it, who can edit it, right? Then there is a called as a, now taking to the step 5. Now whenever you create a program, that program is captured under a transport. Now transport plays a very important role in the SAP landscape. Now what is the SAP landscape is, whenever SAP is configured, it is configured mainly in 3 systems. One is the development, other is quality, and the production. Development is where you do all the coding stuff, developing stuffs, where you configure on whatever the things. Quality is where you test it, and the production, you all be aware that that is the main system. So whenever we have to take a developed thing into the production, it moves through a transport request, right? So these transport requests are like a tag of all the developments you have done. They are being transported to quality system where they are tested. When they are fine, then are taken to production. So we'll be talking about this transport in the training and how to create it, how to handle it. But in this hands-on, we'll be using as a local object. We won't be transporting to any other system. That program would remain in the development system. So we will be using it as a local object. Okay. So let's have a hands-on. Let's have a good feel of it, what you're gonna learn and how to make a small program. We'll be creating an ALV. ALV is ABAP list viewer. It's like a list of things, and how to view them, how to categorize them, how to filter them, how to search. So all the small things will be having a hands-on this system. So I'll be stopping this PPT here and I'll be switching to the system. So as now we are in the system, and we are on the SC38 screen. This is the screen which you would be seeing a lot in ABAP world. Okay. So, and here I've created a small program. Let's explore that. So if you have not created any program, then we'll just tap on this create button. It will create us a, let me change the name. So suppose this is the program which you want to create. We'll just tap on this create button. It will ask us for title. Let us give us as a demo program like 2. Okay. And here is the type of program. These are the multiple types of the program which you can create in SE38. But we'll be using executable program, and we'll be talking about all of them in our training, right? So this is the executable program which we'll be doing at present. Okay, just save it. And here is the transport part which I was telling in my PPT. Okay, so here you will have to provide a package or something when you'll have to encapsulate within a transport request. But here we'll be making it as a local object. Okay, local object means this program will reside here only. It won't get transported to other system. If it has a transport, then it means this program can be taken forward to the next system. So I'll be clicking on this local object, and here a program is created. Now here you have to do all the coding stuffs. Okay, all the coding stuff needs to be done here. Okay. Okay. So let me take you to the already created program. Let me tell you what are all the small things over which we can create. So I've created a demo program for all of you. Okay. Now, if your program is already created, then you need to either display or change. I'll just go to display. Okay. So here is a small report which I have created. This program uses a standard table, EKKO table. What is this EKKO table? EKKO table is a standard table which you can see through. Now, this is again a transaction code which you will be using lot SA16N here. Now, this is a transaction code to see either the standard tables or the customized tables, right? So let me type in EKKO. Okay, so this is a purchasing document table, and this is the main header table of purchasing document. Whatever all the purchasing document are there in the system would be there in this table. So we would be using this table. Now again, same rule apply here in the table creation also. From Y and Z means that is a custom table, and apart from them it is a standard table. So this table starts with E means that's a standard table. Okay. So okay, I have created one. So we are using this table. We are using the type pools. What are the type pools? These are the repository of all the data declarations. What is the data declaration? These are the data declaration which uses a data type of ABAP dictionary, right? So we'll be using these terms in our training. Data types, what are the data repositories, what are the data declarations. Okay, so we are creating a simple type. Type is like a structure. We are creating a structure at runtime, and based on this structure we are creating one internal table and work area. Internal table would be holding the data, and work area would be used as a transactional thing, where an internal table having a, suppose it has 10 data, then work area would be used as transporting one data to another or for doing some calculation. Okay, and so we use data to declare anything in the ABAP. Okay, and we use start of selection to from where the program compilation would start and the declaration part would end. So before that, declaration ends, and now execution will happen. Okay, so this is the perform form. For this data retrieval, we have a form, end form. If you could double click on it, it will take you to the form. So navigation in ABAP is very easy, just a double click. Double click would tell you everything. So data retrieval, then we have a field catalog. Field catalog is like labeling what, if you have a list, what would be the heading of that column. Okay, then this will be the build layout. We will be learning about this, what is the layout and what is the ALV is. Now how to display it, just double click on it, what is there on the code. So this is the function module. Okay, now function modules are like a small subroutines in the ABAP. Now these function modules you can create, and there are standard ones. So how to create it, how to use it, we'll be learning in this course. Okay, now let me run this program. Let me run. So for running this program, we have this button, direct processing, or you can press F8 on your keyboard. So if you just press on keyboard, it will give us all the purchase order related data. I have restricted this report to 10 rows. If you could go to the data retrieval, I have a select query. I'm using all these fields up to 10 rows from table. Okay, so this program would be fetching 10 rows from EKPO table and displaying us in a next screen. Okay, now let me show you some inbuilt tools in the ALV viewer. Okay, now can you see this toolbar? Okay, now suppose I want to summarize this net price. Okay, I'll have to just select and just press this total button. I will get this total. Okay, now suppose I want to check like how much order unit has how much net price. So I'll do this subtotals. Okay, press the subtotal. This list would give us for each order unit these many. This is the total of this particular unit. Okay, now suppose I want to have filter on it. Now we can have a filter here. Just select it, just check the what are all the purchase order are here. So I'll select this. So these are the inbuilt tools which comes in this ALV. We have only coded for displaying it, but these inbuilt tools are already there. We don't have to code for this. Okay, so this is a very small hands-on which we can say in this ALV. A lot can be done in this ALV. Let me show you one more example. Like suppose I want like suppose I want to have this field as editable. Okay, now this net price, if you want to have an editable, a simple code change would do. Let me go to the change mode, and this is the field catalog. Now all I have to do is uncomment it, edit X. Simple. Now to uncomment it, we use a shortcut as control and less than, and to comment it we use control greater than on a keyboard. Okay, so these are the small keywords which you'll memorize. You will be using them often. Okay, so after making any change in the program, we have to click this button, activate, so that it can be compiled in background. So I have just activated. So now our program is set. We can again run it. So here it is. This is now editable. Okay, here we can edit. So it's a very powerful tool for reporting purpose, ALV, and we have a lot of things which we can do here. Okay, now I'll be switching back to our PPT, and we'll be discussing about the course and the curriculum about this package. Okay, so I'll be going to our website. So okay, so this are you able to just see the screen? Anyone
guys,
can confirm?
yeah, we can see the screen. Guys, if you have any questions so far, please feel free to ask.
Anyone? Any questions? Okay, Pavinder, I should go through this course content for everyone, right?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So in this course, we'll be covering this 20 topics, as you can see on the website, which you can also access from your system. So we'll be having introduction, then we'll be having all the dictionary concepts, how we can create table, what are the data types, what is the structure, views, everything, and then data types, then loops and branches, if, else if. So these are the basic logical expressions which we have in all the coding languages. What were the syntax? We'll be covering this. Programming basics. We'll be covering each and every part. And internal table structure. Familiar with the internal table? What is the internal table? Which I have already shown you in our hands-on. Okay. What are all the modernization techniques? What is how we can make our program more readable, more beautiful, so that it can be read by anybody else. Okay. Reports, which we have done one slight example, which we have seen just now. Then there's the module pools, dialog programmings. Dialog programmings are mainly having screens. If there are multiple screens which we want to create, so this is the answer to that. Then we'll be having file handling, what kind of data transfer, which we can also have data transfer from one client to other or system to other. Okay. Then we'll be having overview of scripts. Okay. Basically this is very obsolete now, but we'll be having a basic overview of it. Okay, because still in some systems they are being used, and sometimes you'll be asked to make some changes in it. Okay. Smart forms is basically the printable form of your either report or invoice or like shipping document or anything, barcode, anything. So smart forms would be a printable form, like a hard copy of it. Okay. So we'll be doing enhancements. Now in my earlier slides, I told you that standard programs cannot be changed, but SAP has given us some enhancement exit tools through which we can change the standard programs, but within some limits. So still we can change those within some limits. We'll be covering this topic as well. Now we'll be having ALEs. ALEs are tools for moving our mass data from one client to other or system to system. Okay. Now we'll be having overview of IDocs. These are intermediate documents. And what are these? We'll be covering that too. Then RFC, ALV, overview of ALV, which we have just seen. And we'll be having a lot of things in ALV. Then PAPI. And the last would be project hands-on, where we'll be creating a small project in our last stages of our training. Okay, so this is all from my side. Any questions from anybody?
Yeah, Raj, this is Vishwa here.
Yeah, hi.
I'm not seeing the class and method. Nowadays they are recommending, right, instead of using the function model, use the class and methods. Is that true?
Yeah, yes. And that is a part of our advanced ABAP.
So it's not covered in this program, right? In this
No, not
okay.
this. Yes.
Okay. And what about services? Just like web services, ABAP also has some services now, right?
Yeah, it does have. We'll be covering that in our workflow, that too in our advanced ABAP.
Okay, so this is basic ABAP. This course is basic ABAP.
Yes, core ABAP, you can say.
Okay. And it doesn't cover even the CDS views and all that.
That comes in ABAP on HANA, CDS views.
So this course doesn't cover that also.
Yes, these are just first is core ABAP, then you have advanced ABAP, then it's ABAP on HANA.
Okay.
This is the chronology.
Okay, no, just trying to.
Vishwa, Parminder here. So what we are trying to do here, that we'll start with the basics ABAP course where basically anyone who's a beginner, he wants to start with the SAP ABAP, they can jump and go with the basic ABAP. And then in second part, we are trying to club advanced ABAP, where the workflows, services, OData, CDS views, and ABAP on HANA. So in ABAP on HANA, we are trying to club the advanced topics of ABAP, and then CDS view and the OData part of ABAP, which is coming with the HANA. That part would be coming in the second curriculum, second course of it.
Yeah, but this is just one course, right? Excuse me, my
Yeah,
throat is
this
bad. Yeah.
course, this course is the basic ABAP course, which we would be talking about the core function features of ABAP.
And how many hours is this course we are talking about?
So we are talking about this course of 45 hours. And then after this 45 hours of course, we will be having another course on ABAP on HANA, including advanced ABAP, which would be again 35 to 40 hours.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you, Parminder. Thanks, Raj.
Sure. Any other question from other participants, guys? So guys, this course would be starting next week. We have not finalized the date for it, but it would be over the weekdays. It would be a weekdays course where we'll be having from 7 to 9 p.m. India Standard Time. We are planning to conduct that course. So we would be getting in touch if you have any question and queries. We have given in our chat window, we have given the WhatsApp number, and we have also given the email address. You can contact it there. We'll be sharing the recording of these sessions to your emails, the people who have already registered. If anyone is not registered, please drop us an email on support@sastrageek.com so that we can share you the recordings of this session. And then we'll be inviting you for the session number 1 once we start next week. So if you don't have any question, we can stop it here. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Parminder, this is only weekdays course, not the weekend, right?
This is weekday, yeah.
Is there any other weekend course for ABAP?
As of now, not, but we can let you know once it gets started, once we have a weekend batch.
Okay.
Yeah, hi, Parminder. This is Arun here. So, what's the standard of this certificate? Would it be provided by SAP or else it would be from your organization?
So we will be providing a certification of completion that will be from our side, and we'll be providing with this course. If you go with through our product page, you will be providing a study material, which has been prepared by Raj, the notes from the Raj, and then we'll be also providing you the standard SAP books which you can read and prepare for the SAP certification.
Oh, okay, fine. Thank you.
Sure, Arvind.
Hi, this is Gomati here.
Yeah, Gomti.
Uh, yeah, we are going through this courses means how we can do our hands-on practices because you are giving the hands-on access after the course completions.
No.
Correct
So
me?
there would be every session would be having a hands-on. So we'll be giving assignments during the sessions which you need to complete. Last of the session is to doing a full project. So we'll try to give you experience that if a requirement come in a live project, how the requirement comes up, and to do those requirement, multiple things we'll try to do it in that project where you need to create a ALV, you need to create a form, and you need to create a report, and you need to do enhancement of standard program. So those all things will club it and we'll do a mini project for you. That is at the last. But during the course, every session would be having hands-on exercises and assignments.
Yeah, for the hands-on exercises, we need any prerequisite softwares for that from our side, or we
So
can do in the server.
this in generally we don't provide a separate server, but in this course we are offering free server access for 2 months with this course. So once you will subscribe for this course, you will get 2 months of server access, and there's no need to install anything. It works on the remote desktop. Everything is pre-configured and installed. You just need to have your credentials, user ID and password, which will give it to you, and you would be able to use it from any laptop or any computer.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Sure, Gomti. So guys, if you don't have any other question, we are ending our session here for today, and we'll connect you, we'll reach out to you for the start and for the enrollment of these courses. So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining this course. Thank you, Raj. Thank you for giving a quick demo for it.
Okay. Thank you, Parminder. Yeah.
Thanks, Raj,
Yeah.
Parminder.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks Raj. Thanks Parminder. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Raj. Thank you.